Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of If We Must Die, a poem by Claude Mckay. Claude Mckay is a Jamaican American poet and he is regarded as the first major poet of the Harlem Renaissance. The poem If We Must Die was first originally published in the Liberator magazine in 1919. Later on, it was reprinted in Mckay's 1922 collection Harlem Shadows. Mckay is known for his poetry, which are based around the lives of the black community, both in New York, particularly in Harlem, and in Jamaica. If We Must Die is one of such pieces which deals with the complexities of resistance, power, and social justice and injustice. In fact, most of Mckay's poem deals with these concepts. Mckay wrote If We Must Die in response to the mob attacks by the white Americans upon the African American communities during an event that became to be known as the Red Summer. He begins the poem like this. If we must die, let it not be like hogs means pigs, hunted and penned in an inglorious spot, while round us bark the mad and hungry dogs, making they mock at our accursed lot. So he acknowledges in the beginning itself that they are under attack from the white Americans, whom he calls as supremacists, and these black Americans can do nothing but meekly accept being murdered. But at the same time, they have another option. They can fight back. Definitely, they will die. They will give their lives in that struggle. But at least while fighting back, they will be dying courageously defending themselves. He says that definitely we are going to die. But that death should not be in such an undignified and brutal manner, where the black Americans are treated just like pigs being hounded and chased by dogs. Instead, he wants them to do what pigs are unable to do. That is, they must fight back against their attackers. He continues saying, If we must die, oh, let us nobly die, so that our precious blood may not be shed in vain. Then even the monsters we defy shall be constrained to honor us though dead. So he says, in case if our fate, that is the fate of the black Americans, is death, he says, let the death be noble and dignified. Dying a noble death at least preserves some purpose and means a sacrifice which is made. That is, it's not an ordinary sacrifice. They are sacrificing their life, and that sacrifice will not go as a waste. Even the white Americans and racist monsters who are responsible for these attacks will be forced to respect the fallen black American for the noble manner of their deaths. So he says, even the people with whom we are fighting, seeing the way we are fighting back and dying a noble death, will be forced to respect our death. He continues saying, O kinsmen, we must meet the common foe. The common foe here is white Americans. Though far outnumbered, let us show us brave, and for they 1,000 blows deal one death blow. What though before us lies the open grave? He now rouses his fellow black Americans to action. He says they must unite against their common foe, that is the white Americans who are attacking them. Although these black Americans are less in number, though they are the minority, he says they can at least meet the enemy in a brave and courageous manner. He knows very well that they will be receiving 1,000 blows from these white attackers. But he says we can meet those 1,000 blows at least with one death blow. And finally he says, like men, we'll face the murderous cowardly pack, pressed to the wall, dying but fighting back. He says, let's like real men stand and face these cowardly enemies. whom he calls as a pack of wolves. And he says, we are all forced back against the wall where we cannot escape anyway. We are all dying, but we will fight back against these attackers. And he has written this in 14-line Shakespearean sonnet, and it is made up of 3 quatrains or sets of 4 lines and 1 concluding couplet or set of 2 rhyming lines. And the rhyme scheme here is AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, GG, and it is written in iambic pentameter. It is a motivating, and it also arouses the feelings of the Black Americans, and the way he has written it aroused all the Black Americans to fight for their rights. And even though they knew that they are going to be dead, they wanted to die a noble death and for a cause which will at least protect the future generation. And it's a beautiful poem by him. If you have anything to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box, like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.